How's it going, everybody? Ragiroth here. So today we are finally going to get a look at the fifth character in the Fighter's Pass for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the last one. The Fighter's Pass, not the last DLC character. I feel like this one has taken extra long to find out, so it's good to just finally find out who the hell it is. And it's also interesting because we really don't, and we have some ideas who it is, but not like a firm leak or anything like that. Some characters we generally are thinking are like Dante, RL from Puyo Puyo, Travis Touchdown, Crash Bandicoot, I think to name a few. We're most likely expecting another third-party character, though you never know. Could always be a first-party character. I'm hoping maybe, especially if I'm not that crazy about this character, maybe at least kind of tells us who the character after the Fighter's Pass is. I don't know how likely that is, though, but I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm excited, but I'm, nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. It's like the game's roster is amazing already, but I guess it's like I did buy the whole Fighter's Pass, so it's like I would just like to say I like every character in it, and then I didn't really waste any money, but I guess we'll see. Should be starting up any time now. Oh, boy. I'm scared. People are gonna be so pissed.
The time is finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our
This is a troll? I mean, I'm not mad.
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die?
Well, I guess we're getting a first party character.
I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet, there is no other choice.
I'm trying to remember. I think this is the actual cutscene from the game.
You must join Smash.
Oh. It's funny because she's voiced by the same person voicing
Join
Morgana.
Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
I would have preferred Edelgard or Dimitri, but okay.
So joining Smash.
I like him more than Corrin, at least.
This itself.
He looks fresh. People are gonna be so mad. Oh my god. Oh, and of course they're in the background. Oh my god. He looks great though. I'm just kind of glad it's not some really silly out there character. I mean, sometimes that can be cool, but
Too many swordsmen, are there?
oh
And you wield the sword as well? What
wow,
will you do?
that's meta.
So that is how you
Yeah,
plan
I
to
figured
win
the
day?
female avatar would be
So be it.
alternate costume.
I reward your cleverness this time.
No. Oh.
How is this?
Byleth recruits Byleth? Wait, so... What the hell?
Of anyone, you should be able to
So-
handle heroes' relics.
Are they two different...
With Arid Fire, strike with superior reach.
Okay, cool. So that's actually
Overwhelming
pretty sick. Okay. That... Awesome. That's really cool.
Speed of fail not.
That's funny that literally Sakurai made that joke.
Along with the sword of the creator.
Okay.
Each weapon
I mean, I
matches
still would have preferred Edelgard Dimitri, but this is definitely better. Okay, yeah, Byleth is easily, I think, one of the most interesting Fire Emblem characters in the game. I mean, I love all the Fire Emblem characters, so...
to you. Both sides of
I have to
time
beat
are
this game.
revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
Oh, people are gonna be so friggin' mad. Oh my god. I mean, that might help a little bit. People are still gonna be so goddamn mad. I'm honestly kind of a little glad it's not. Yeah. Boy.
Yes, there you have it. Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle. Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's still very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This release is planned for January 20th.
Oh, okay.
You'll have instant access if you have the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass, and it will also be available
That's not that far off.
individually. In case you're not
At least every character I'm okay with. That's
explain a few things.
the thing I'm kind of relieved with, I think.
First off, what is Fire Emblem? It's really hard to pronounce in Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and
Fire
get you, so please be
Emblem.
careful.
I
The series' first entry launched
mean, does he really need to give a history on this? But whatever.
You could say it was a pioneer in the genre of tactical role-playing games. You might be wondering what makes
That means 3 characters in a season pass
well, it's tactical
are
in that it
or
simulates
like
combat.
anime swordsmen
Think of
or
it as
from
moving
RPGs,
in a board game.
or at least use
Or in other
swords or
words,
a blade.
game in which
Not anymore.
That's
You changed
pretty
that.
direct
But
language, though. So perhaps we should just say they're sleeping with the fish. First comes your
I wonder if he's gonna have a counter. I kind of hope he doesn't.
Counter. Next comes your turn.
More than
And
Final
now,
Fantasy
Fire
is
Emblem
more
Three
than that.
Houses
Less than that.
17
What is Fire Emblem Three Houses?
In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Byleth, and the female version is called Byleth. But in
I actually
English,
know
they
that.
share the same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses. Once you've chosen a house, you guide them through their.
I don't know what to say to this because it's
Well,
like
you end up fighting the other
I've
houses.
played this game so much, you know.
After a certain
Hey, you know what? This is just making me want to get back to it.
And you meet up with your grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their regions.
Oh, I
It's
wonder
a
if
very
he's
sad
gonna.
game in which your former allies become enemies, turn hostile, and try to
Yeah.
kill you. To understand the
Stuff
concept
gets
of
dark.
Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played an early
I
version.
wonder if his
of the game
time
before
skip
its release.
version or the version with like later hair is gonna be in.
I've done the same thing before with The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, for example. Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter.
Yeah, I mean, she should just
I
be
did
an
the same
alternate
this
costume
time,
for
but with there
Zelda.
being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was
I did get a little
really
excited. I
feel
thought
for
like maybe Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude were gonna become
And of
playable
course,
when they
there
had
weren't
showed
any
and showed like
walkthroughs
the
that
red and
were
yellow and the she was talking about the swordsman, but I guess I would just went too hard. Yeah, good because I
Before
haven't
my
beaten the game. Even though I think I kind
I
of.
should point out that when I did the
God.
Terry Bogard showcase video, I mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance. But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's
Oh, wow.
release. Right now, it's actually November.
How about that?
Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ
Oh,
a bit
okay.
from the finished version. As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes. Here I go.
It's part of Challenger Pack 5. Models look great
So,
too.
this is our new
I
fighter.
mean, not that I expect them to look bad, but Three House is some good music, so
Sadly,
we're gonna
they're
get that in the
lacking
game.
mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but
Mobility
that's
is
about all you
low.
can say for them. Throws are not their strong point either. Their grab lacks range. But actually, you could say
would-
that their distance...
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got a freaking whip sword.
The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick.
Hmm.
Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem Three Houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason
See,
for
it
that.
just kind of sucks that they're probably still only used in
First,
one
let's
attack.
talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator.
But whatever.
The Sword of
something.
the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt
Oh my
attacks,
God.
such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves. For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air.
Kind of reminds me of a little bit like a Zero
For
Suit
their up
Samus,
air
I guess.
They'll wave the whip sword overhead. The hit detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time. The up special move is really something. The sword extends like this, allowing you to do things like this.
That's cool.
It was pretty terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack.
Kind of reminds me
And
of what
in
Joker
addition,
can do a little bit. Oh, damn.
You can do awful things like this. That said, you'll launch opponents upward until their damage reaches a certain percentage. Exceed that percentage and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge.
Okay, so you
I've
can
already
tether
shown
recovery,
this,
not
but
that
you can also use it to latch
I
onto
figured you would be
edges.
able to.
So that's the
Stage
up
looks
special.
nice.
Now for the sideways inputs.
I feel like we needed kind of a... I mean, the only thing that sucks, it kind of has like a very similar kind of color and background, I guess, that like maybe the Coliseum does, but you know, it's still nice to have like a new
As you
Fire
can
Emblem
see,
stage.
they have a long reach. Like so.
So, I guess this at least means we can maybe get more first-party characters in the future.
If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win.
But I
out,
do feel like it
so
will
you should
probably still be
able to
mostly
beat
be like main characters from games that aren't
it. Next,
represented
the
in
side
Smash.
attack. This also has a long range.
Well, I mean,
It'll
I guess
connect
entries
you
that aren't
here.
represented in Smash.
Also, if you
Okay,
add
so
an upward
he uses
tilt,
the
it will be
spear
stronger.
and the side smash.
And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them.
Oh wow!
By the way,
I always
the
forget
tip
you
of the
can do
lance
that.
is more powerful.
I mean, I
The
would
shaft
think.
part is
Okay, so okay, he does use.
Byleth
Okay,
will
I think he does
swing
use the
lance like
weapons
this,
and
but
more
again,
moves.
It has excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit.
Damn, nice. I like the effect. It looks like it's got
Actually, you can do
like
a
fire. I don't know if it
smash
actually
forward
is.
a little.
I think
Like this.
I didn't get that with the Mitra yet.
But as you'd expect, it can be easily shielded, so be careful. Use it in midair and you'll carve up a large area. Returning to the side air attacks from earlier, they have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I mean,
So this
he's
complements
easily one of the
Byleth,
most unique, I think, Fire Emblem characters.
although you'll be vulnerable when you land. Now, for the downward inputs. For these, Byleth will use an axe called Emir.
Nice.
It's named after a
Oh,
weapon
cool.
that
So yeah,
appears
he
in
uses
the
it in a couple ones.
First, the down air attack.
Oh, a
It
few
really is
moves.
strong.
Nice.
You can try for a meteor effect with this attack.
He looks like he's maybe like the second slowest next to Ike as
Heavy
well.
swing of the axe back and forth. As you can see, it has a great deal of launch power. And for the down special, Byleth channels all their
Thank
energy
God it's
into
not a
devastating
counter.
strike.
Jeez.
It's a bold move.
Good.
similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect, which allows you to withstand an attack. Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time,
Oh wow. So it is sort of a counter, but that's fine. That's fine.
it's a bit slower.
It is just so refreshing to see a Fire Emblem character not just use a
I
sword.
don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads
Yeah.
of counters.
Ironic.
It hits with that much power in a single attack. Counters can actually multiply the power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated attacks
Damn.
like this could just get you hit by counter after counter. Next, we have the neutral move.
Wait a minute, I just realized.
The bow you use is called Fail Not, which
Does he
shares
not have an
the
English
bow of
voice?
The Knights of the Round Table. It only
Oh.
appears in a few neutral moves.
That would be
You've got the
that's such a
neutral air
bummer.
attack.
If he, I mean, it's not.
This attack
You know.
is similar to a move of Pit's and other fighters like him. It lets you spin.
But then again, he did say some things won't.
It's also
aren't
easy to
final.
create certain combos with it. And with the neutral special, you'll let loose an arrow. It seems pretty straightforward, right? But there are a few noteworthy aspects to this bow.
Says,
First, the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready.
oh,
You can't
huh.
release it partway through the charge, so when it does
Huh.
fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful. That said, you can still cancel out of the stance using the shield button. You can also change direction while
Oh,
in the stance.
nice. Yeah, you can't do
It
that with
works
Link.
up until this point,
You
but
can do that with Pip, but not Link.
if you keep holding the button, you'll unleash
Damn.
a
Oh
powerful
yeah, and I just
arrow
realized it
that looks
changes
like a beam of
locations.
light.
That's cool.
You can perform this move by keeping the button held
So yeah,
down.
that's a bit better.
You charge up power like so, charge a bit more, and then fire.
That's pretty cool.
But again,
Reminds me of a
you'll
light
need to
arrow.
take care when there's a
Oh,
move
yeah.
called Ruptured Heaven. This is
Ruptured
an
Heaven.
enhanced version.
Makes sense. Yeah, wait a minute. In the trailer, they had the English
As
voices.
you can see, you team up with the mysterious Sothis and launch an attack together.
Maybe because it's like he's broadcasting in Japan. Maybe it's like he's just using the native language for the character.
Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female.
Okay.
However,
Oh,
the
cool.
third, fourth, and fifth colors
That's
are,
cool.
as you can see, reminiscent of the house leaders. Those of you who played their
Byleth
original
looks
games
just like
will, of course,
Dimitri,
understand
that
what I'm
one.
referring to. The sixth color is based on Sothis,
Okay, makes
who you
sense.
just saw earlier. And the
They're good
seventh
color.
and
Oh,
eighth
okay, there we
variations
go.
have a different hair color, which is based on.
I mean,
based on
I
something
know
that
the
occurs
reason
in
with
the
that
course
for the
of
most
original
part,
game
but
story. Didn't we see this variation in the final Smash?
Garrick Monk.
Next, I'll introduce the stage. For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend.
This is
most
also,
of
I think, the first.
Garrick Mach
No,
Monastery.
never mind. I was gonna say Awakening got Arena
This is how
Ferox
Garrick
and
Mach
the
Monastery is
3DS
laid out in
version
the
and
original
Ultimate.
game.
I was gonna say it's the
These
first Fire
feature
Emblem
to
stage
have it
that
cycle
like
through the
is
marketplace,
like special
reception
to
hall,
like
bridge,
that character.
and
but
cathedral,
it's not.
all in one stage.
That's pretty cool.
It's the
It's a little
type of
better.
stage that rotates through different.
I like how it
areas
shows
such
the
as
map,
these four.
you know, from the game too.
Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas.
Oh boy.
The first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping.
Yeah.
The guests that
Do
appear
too.
here are students of the Blue Lion's house, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say.
Yeah.
They're largely from
Yeah.
the kingdom of Fargus. Since
Yeah.
it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason,
Still
I
like
guess you
Tony
could say
playable,
Dimitri's
but
future
I
king.
understand.
He had quite the difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an unfortunate one. That one. There are vendors.
Always
on
wanted to
either
do that in
side.
the game.
In the original game, these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but here you can break them, you see. If you do break them, the stage will expand to the left and
Nothing to
right.
report.
I wonder where people will buy their supplies now.
Hmm.
And in the
That's
background,
cool.
you can see the gatekeeper. You often pass through this area in Fire Emblem 3 houses.
I was wondering how you
and
get
end
to
up
each
talking to
place.
him a lot.
Okay, so three members of each house are going to be in
Possible
each area,
thanks to this
basically.
mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop, you'll come crashing back down.
The
We
three
hope you
best
for the sailing
girls,
you've
at least in
found
the
into
Black House, the Black Eagle House.
And the guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagle.
Yeah.
Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adrestian Empire. And as such, they embrace their military might.
Mm.
Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to the conflict.
Oh, it kind of reminds me in
Depending on the path you take,
Yeah.
she'll go through some
the original Fire Emblem stage from Brawl.
You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers
Oof.
above the stage.
It's messed up.
It's possible to knock them down. However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though.
Nice.
So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go, I made it. And you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table. Like so. Just like the sign that reads Furin Kazan in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the opponent into it at close range. Next up, the bridge. The camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area. It's very wide indeed.
Yeah.
It's similar to the Bridge of Elden stage.
I wonder how he decided which
Guests are
members
from
to
the
pick.
Golden Deer.
Oh, okay. So there's a fourth area. Oh.
The last area is the cathedral. Only
green
with some
hairs.
platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the cathedral are Sedith, Flayn, and Rhea. There's Sedith, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flayn. She seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem Three Houses. All three have character quirks related to their true identities. I feel that Flayn might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that. This is a simple area of the stage. All it has are these platforms. Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged. It'll cycle through each
I'm using all the
location
DLC
in about
characters.
2.5 minutes.
Yeah, see, this is the
also
thing that
adding
got
new
a lot of us
spirit
suspicious that it might have been someone from Three
It
Houses,
includes the
because
house leaders, among
there was
some
a
of
spirit
other
board from like
popular
every
characters.
recent like big game coming out for Nintendo except Three Houses. So
Sophist is Legend class.
yeah,
The color palette for Dark Samus
nice.
is pretty good, doesn't it? Dark
That's right, I'm
Samus
getting
and
that.
Richter are planned for release on Friday, January 17th.
now you're gonna at least tell us
With
who
the
the
addition
one
of
after,
Byleth,
right?
The Fighter's Pass is finally complete. The lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard.
So color theory was kind of accurate. No one just predicted green, I guess.
From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to
It's
begin
okay. No, I'm kidding.
right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on. There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there? When we add a new fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play. As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line.
Just
I had thought
tell us
that
the
1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
Damn it. Okay, 5 more. Okay. 6 more. Damn. Holy crap.
Looks like there will be 1 more fighter than last time.
That's good. That's awesome. You just tell us one, just please
We'll be
one.
releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown, so please keep an eye out. And now that it's official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to
Damn
release
it.
Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed.
Ah, man.
Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchased it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided. Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter,
Well-
I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them.
So I wonder if they'll still mostly be third
But I
party.
still hope you'll look forward to it. We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2. Last time, it was a Rex costume, but this time, here's what we have. It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of
That's
Zelda.
cool. I mean, I'm a lot less interested in that, but that's cool.
This will not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass.
Well, see now,
Volume
at least I'm less inclined to buy it, so I can see who they're adding.
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest-selling fighting game in the world.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world.
Is it a fighting game?
Seems like Street Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales. However, I'm not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems.
I like
so
Smash
don't know
Bros.
if that's
Ultimate
been
so much
accounted
more
for.
than Street Fighter,
Also,
even
I
though I
don't know if that
understand
really
its
qualifies
importance.
as one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is #1. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely.
Yeah.
Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters. The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC, which means no breaks for me.
Oh,
I
man.
plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support it.
Man, this guy's a champion.
That's it. Thank you.
Can you give us like a trailer where like Joker got initially? But nah, whatever. You know, it was I guess probably wishful thinking. At least we kind of know that Fred Dam pose. At least we know at least better what to expect from the second season pass. And it is just good to kind of know who this character is finally. And I'm okay with this. I'm okay with it. I think not my top choice again. Would have preferred Edelgard Dimitri, though. Actually seeing Byleth's moveset and them use the weapons, it made me a little more, sold me a little bit better on Byleth. Because I know I was a strong supporter of her for one of the other lords. I think I was mostly just kind of tired of them always using the Avatar character. But I guess in this case, I kind of understood why. But yeah, no, Byleth looks great. Definitely looking forward to playing them. Like I said, I know people are gonna be mad. I know this is gonna be like probably the most worst received of the DLC characters. Probably, I personally think to me they at least interest me more than Hero and Terry. I still like Hero and Terry. They're fine. But they look great. Looking forward to play as them. I'm glad I at least like or am okay with every fighter in the Fighters Pass. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you okay with Byleth? Are you mad? Like the video if you like it. Dislike if you dislike it. It's free country. Check out my friend Mark Yoon or Mr. Anderson Plays Games in the description below. If you want, you can check out my Patreon and help the channel out a bit. I'm not begging for money or anything like that. But if you do, I'd appreciate it, and I'd probably give you, and I would give you a shout out. But thank you so much for checking out this video, and as I always say, another time, another place. Keep being awesome.